My name is Lisa Magyar. I'm the Executive Director of Creative Arts Enid.
And I'm April Kersey, and I'm going to be teaching some of the art labs at Creative Arts Enid.
We are here to talk to you today about our Summer Art Lab program at Creative Arts Enid. Most people don't know we are a nonprofit art studio. We're located at 222 East Maple. And our Summer Art Lab program is a doozy, I tell you what. We have 2 sessions. It's going to be a June session and a July session. We have 3 different age groups, and it is 1 class a day for a 4-week class. So every day is a different class for a different age group. So it's very confusing, but hopefully we can figure this out together. April, what classes are you teaching for the art labs this summer?
I am super excited. Okay, so I'm actually going to be teaching 2 different age groups. I'm teaching 6 to 9-year-olds and then 9+. So I'm doing A Color My World, which is all about different cultures, and we're going to mimic their artwork here. And then we're also doing some sculptures. So super sculptures is for my 9+ age group. And we actually got some new materials. Do you want to talk about them?
Oh, I'm excited about this because I've been wanting to do it for a while myself, and we're going to be doing plaster hands and then turning those into pieces of art, static displays, sculptures. It's really a neat material to work with.
I am super pumped. I've never done it before, so it'll be a first for me too. I'm really excited. I also have some summer Splash into Art class. That's for my 9+ as well, so it's gonna be themed all around summer. And I have superhero art for my 6 to 9-year-olds. So pick your favorite superhero because we're gonna be having a dynamite time. Okay, not to be too corny, but.
Also in that age group, we tried this over the spring break, and we tried to do Minecraft, and it was such a huge class, but realized it needed more time to accomplish what we needed to accomplish. So we have turned that into an art lab also in July for that 9+ age group to focus on technique and creating a really cool Minecraft canvas.
Yes.
So they've got 4 classes to finish their project instead of just a 1.5-hour class.
That's awesome. What about painting with pizzazz? That's acrylics that 9+ will be using as well.
Yes, that is also a painting class to learn technique and learn how to paint with a little flair. So that'll be fun. Our instructor, Lori Hill, will be teaching that one.
What about, you're doing 11+, right?
I am. I will be teaching acrylics class for 11+. Again, is a 4-week class. They get 2 hours a day, 2 hours every Monday, instruction on that. And so we're going to be really focusing on one big piece. Our inspiration piece happens to be down here, the giraffe, if you see that. In the big shots, but it'll be learning technique and learning how to lay out a canvas and really focus on painting. I'll also be teaching pottery classes, but we also have some really cool art journaling classes, and we have DIY classes. We have so many different materials and projects to be doing this summer in different age groups. And we also have the 6 to 9 age group that is in the later afternoons, and they'll be doing budding artists and focusing on some other classes.
I'm doing a mixed media for 6 to 9, and I'm super excited because you get to use all different types of materials to make a piece of art. So I'm pretty excited about that too.
I think we've got a really awesome program this summer, so we're hoping that we get a lot of people calling in to participate. We also have like intermediate classes, what we call Follow Me. It's a 1.5-hour class. It's just one time. We're going to be doing that during the week of July 4th, and then we'll also do it the second week of August in between the end of our July session and the beginning of school. So those are just great. The whole family is invited to come to those. It's $20 a person to just come and follow us, and we work through a painting together.
Step by step.
Step by step. And everybody ends up with a really cool piece of art. But we also have something for toddlers, and you're going to be teaching that class.
Mommy and Me. I'll be teaching Mommy and Me. And that's really working with toddlers, and they're going to be fine-tuning their fine motor skills, gross motor skills, and really just getting their hands dirty with their moms. And it's going to be so much fun. Sally also teaches some of those classes during the summer.
Yeah, that one is also, it's process art.
Yes.
Which is more, it's about the process, not the final project. But they really do some fun things, and they can get messy. So it's great to come to Creative Arts, get messy with us, and not in your living room. Some of the other things that we have going on, we've got Open Pottery Lab. We've got new hours for that. It's on Tuesdays 1 to 4. And then also carrying on our Thursday Open Pottery is Thursdays from 5:30 to 8:30. I also have some adult classes that are coming in. I mean, we run the gamut. It's all ages. We want something for everybody. We want everybody to enjoy art. We've got an acrylics class coming up for adults. We also have a pottery class. We're going to do a hand building between 1 and 2 on Thursdays, or 1 and 3 on Thursdays. And we have our For Art's Sake, which is just a phenomenal art break. It is an opportunity for adults to come together and just do a project and just forget about your worries for an hour and a half to 2 hours. So that one is on the 2nd and 4th Tuesdays of every month. We get together at the studio and do the artwork.
Have fun.
We have fun. But that is our program for the summer.
There's lots of stuff, so we try to hit every interest.
Oh, and on Fridays, we did forget about that. Fridays is Paint Your Own Pottery Days. So from 12 to 7 every Friday. Our classes are Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. We've left Friday open for Paint Your Own Pottery, so come down, no appointments needed. You just come down and have fun and paint some pottery. So join us. If you want more information about our programs, you can go to our website. It's www.creativeartsenid.com. You can find us on Facebook, like us. We post everything that we're doing on there with updates. Again, we're at 222 East Maple, and our phone number is 580-540-8952. So thank you very much.
What about Friday? On First Friday, you can come visit us. We'll have a booth downtown.
Yes. Thank you.
Thank you.
Hi, I'm Brenda Bingham, Blue Star Mother President, Chapter 11, Enid, Oklahoma. We are a 501c3. We send care packages to our troops, and we take donations, and we're at the Oakwood Mall between the Cookie Company and Dillard's. Stop by, say hi, or drop off a donation. We appreciate all that you do. Thank you, and come watch us on Community Talk.
Hi, and welcome to this segment of Community Talk. I'm Bobby Donaldson, and according to some people, I'm the old nursing home lady. There's a joke about that. Anyhow, with me today is Ashley Gore, who is from Autry Votech, and she's going to tell you a little bit about why we're here and the great program we're trying to recruit for and tell you about today.
Okay, I'll tell you a little bit about what I do at Autry, and then we can get into the conference. I'm a coordinator in the adult career development at Autry Technology Center. Basically, I do the short-term programming for health classes. So I plan the long-term care CNA, CMA, phlebotomy, continuing ed courses, anything health related. And I also do some business classes too. So from that, we started having some conversations about the nurses and showing appreciation. And Joella Coffey, our nurse trainer, she informed me that years ago there used to be a event called CNA Days here in Enid. I don't know anything about it, but
I think it's because it was before you were born.
I don't know about that, but she did say it's been a while back, and she was hoping to kind of bring something like that back to Enid so that we could show the CNA's appreciation for the hard work they do. So we started talking and meeting, and we came up with the idea of doing a conference for them. And we decided to put it during the week of National Nursing Assistance Week, and I believe that it starts on the 15th. So we decided of June, yes. And we decided to put the conference on Wednesday the 14th to start off the week. It's a 2-part conference. It is a morning session that runs from 8 to noon, and an afternoon session that runs from 1 to 5 o'clock.
And in 2 parts, it's 2 completely separate. You get a complete conference if you come from 8 to noon.
Yes.
Or you get a complete if you come from 1 to 5.
Yes, we'll be doing the same thing in the morning that we do in the afternoon. And that's really just to accommodate the facilities' schedules with their nurses, and hopefully we can reach out to
these
more.
people work in a venue where someone has to be there.
Yes,
We
they
can't
have
just
to meet
say,
their nurse-to-patient
okay,
ratios.
yeah, we're putting you all on patient hold and everybody's going to a meeting. So I really appreciate that as an organization, you looked at all the people, because we have these men and women who go there at 5:30 in the morning and do all these things. We have the people who go there at 11:30 at night, you know. And so for us to be able to have you do something that is open to everyone who does this great journey is a compliment.
Well, we see that a lot whenever nurses come in for some of their continuing education training, and they've worked all night long, and then they have to sit through, an 8-hour CEU course. So we know what it is for them to have to, have odd hours, and they have children and families at home. So we try our best to accommodate everyone as much as we can.
Well, and I was involved in this in what my children are fond of calling as back in the day. Back in the day, Mom, which means before they were born or when I was. We actually had a CNA Appreciation Day that was really large and really well supported, and we loved everything about it. For that entire day, we had drawings and door prizes and balloons and fun and speakers that respected the industry they're in and talked to them and listened to them. I think one of my favorite stories is we were doing one of these, and one of the vendors that have a booth, you also have booths for people who want to come and do this, was we had a diaper vendor.
Okay.
And he said, I was invited to this, and I decided to come because every year I get invited to go to the national or the state nursing home administrators convention, and I bring my product. When was the last time, as an administrator, one of us ever put a diaper on a person? I have done that, but in the 60s.
Yeah.
Okay. So when he came and started talking about absorbency, and that to those men and women who use that, it was profound. And my favorite thing was a little tiny, probably 55-year-old CNA who'd been 30 years in the business. She said to him, I don't care how long she can be wet in it. She's not going to be wet in it more than 2 hours anyhow. And I thought, that's my girl.
That's the nurse I want to work for me.
And we're not allowed to solicit each other's help or be unprofessional at this, but I just wanted to go get her and put her in my car. You know? And so if you don't know anything about this, if you see how powerful it is, I took a bunch of young women to Joplin, Missouri to a national NACA for the CNAs one time. And I mean, they did everything. They washed cars, they raised money, we worked hard. And Herman Hackett, who is beloved in this industry, supported this. The first one in Enid to send these 4 women. And I drove them over there in my car. But we stayed in a hotel, and they got to swim in the pool, and they had meetings about all the... And coming home, I said to them, So girls, how was it? What did you think? I said to one of them, so how do you feel? She said, Miss Bobby, I feel so powerful. I can take care of all my people better. And I think that's what I want me to bring to this visit with you today is this is your chance to empower and thank those men and women who go unnoticed and unrewarded at any big level every day, every shift.
Yeah.
And so for you, of course, we love your organization. Autry's been partners with and support of healthcare and here as long as I've been born. And so for to get the call that you were going to take this on, because you know they tore my building down so we can do it there. Anyhow, I just think it's an amazing thing for a generation, 2 generations away from me, to say we do see these people as special and love and respect them, you know.
Well, I think when we sat down and it was time to start planning this, for me, I was kind of coming from a 2-part perspective of what can I do for the nurses and what can I do for my clients, the facilities in the community, because I'm on the business side of Autry and that we work with clients. That's our role, to do customized training and regular training for them. And so I get a lot of talk about turnover and losing nurses and, you know, how can I prevent nurses from going to other jobs and, you know, that kind of thing. It's a huge struggle in healthcare. And so for me, I thought, well, this is a great professional development opportunity where you're empowering your nurses, you're kind of showing them support, you're willing to invest in them, and hopefully in return, you get less turnover. I think that that's a huge thing that we miss a lot whenever we're just trying to do the daily grind of the actual work of nursing. And so I'm hoping this will help the facilities, but mostly the nurses.
They're
too.
always looking to do something. We're all looking in this industry to do something for CNA Week.
Yes.
Okay, this is Certified Nursing Assistant Week. This is happening.
Yes.
Here's your chance, guys.
Yes,
Send
absolutely.
people. Don't send that one person who's not failing you and always shows up and you love her a little quicker or a little easier. Send everybody that wants to come that you can afford to have out of your building. Autry Tech is absorbing 100% of the expense. God love them. They are no charges for the attendance. There are no charges for the booths. Every home, I challenge every home out there to come there and set up something on a table that are pictures of your nurse aides doing what they do wonderfully. Stories about what they've done, how special things. I can tell you that in my career, I've seen a nurse aide with 3 small children, single parent, struggle with gas and milk and stuff till payday, come in with a $3 or $5 scarf wrapped in tissue and 2 babies for that lady that she cared for that doesn't have any family because it's her birthday. That woman may not be making a lot of money. She may not be living in as big a house with her child, but she's teaching that child something you'll never teach them any other way, you know? Those people, when they stand before God, I'll stand with them anytime, anywhere. They are, you know, I've been blessed with a good career. I've been paid more money than I'm way worth in my career. But no one leaves the world better than they found it at the end of the day than these guys. So tell me a little bit, because the speaker thing's fun. They have choices of who they hear and what they learn.
Yeah.
Plus, be sure you remember when you leave here today, we are going to have door prizes, lots of door prizes and fun door prizes, food gifts to restaurants. I have some vases and some fun pieces of glassware, just an assortment of things, lots of door prizes. So give them a chance. If this is your CNA week and you're looking for what to do this.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's kind of one of the things we're trying to balance between fun and learning opportunity. And so we have great speakers coming in from all over the state. First of all, our keynote speaker is Andy Beck. And I don't know if you know who Andy Beck is, but he does work for Autry and he's a safety manager for us. But he also owns a skydiving company, and he's an excellent speaker on just work-life balance and having an enthusiasm for life, learning to have a positive perspective. So I'm really excited to start the day out like that.
But it's exciting. Who's
Yes.
your speaker? A guy diver, safety instructor. You're like, okay. He's not bipolar, I promise.
Yeah.
He's just flexible.
He likes to have fun.
Yeah.
And he's a lot of fun to listen
Okay,
to.
tell him the dates, because
June 14th, Wednesday, and the morning conference is from 8 to noon, and the afternoon conference is from 1 to 5 p.m.
okay. And the number to call if they want to ask you something.
You can call Autry. It's 580-242-2750, and you can ask for Ashley Gore. You can register online for it, and it doesn't necessarily have to be employee sponsored. So if you're a CNA and you want to come on your own time, you can go online and register, or employers can send their employees.
If you're a retired CNA, come down that day.
Yes, we would love that.
Okay, tell us briefly about the speakers.
Okay,
Almost
so
out of
the
time.
speakers, we have several of them that are going to talk on different subjects in the nursing. I don't want to miss them, so I'm going to kind of, we have a Tai Chi fall prevention, and that's A.V. Redis from the Oklahoma State Department of Health. Samantha Wegmiller will be covering wound care, and that's a really big hit every time we have that. David Huff, he's the DHS Ombudsman. He's going to be covering residents'
Everybody,
rights.
yeah.
And I know everyone knows David.
And we love him.
And Marie Hamill, she's doing legal documentation, and she'll be talking about all the fun things about documenting. John Carnell with the Attorney General Office, he's coming to talk on patient abuse.
We're not going to say fun in response to that one, but it's interesting to know the perspective
It's
of that.
important.
Mhm, yeah.
And Vicki Kirtley and Jason Noreen, they're representatives from the Nurse Aid Registry.
Oh, good.
And they are going to talk about the renewal process. So when it comes time to renew your certifications, a lot of people get confused on what to do, and they're going to cover that. My good friend, Jade Capra, she is an occupational therapist
Yes.
in our community, and she's going to be talking about ADL independence and trying to give some pointers, and she's
So
really
this
excited.
is your chance to take those people and you wonder why they make a decision day
Yes.
to day, what they don't know. If they work for you, or if you're retired, or if you're right now out having a baby, if you're a CNA and you want to come. I want you to know that I think that it is above and beyond that Autry would take this on, especially in June when we know we're all trying to slow down a little. The fact that they have for so many years trained and sent us certified nursing assistants is a blessing. And as someone who works in long-term care, which is not all this is, but we're kind of the lion's share of where the guys come from, for every person out there that's ever shared your family with us and trusted us, we'd like to thank you for that sharing.
Yeah, absolutely. Thank you so much, and we hope you guys can make it out.
Hi, I'm Janet Jones with Gaslight Theater. Gaslight is located at 221 North Independence. Check us out on Facebook or our website, gaslighttheater.org. Our box office is open from 2 to 5:30 Tuesday through Friday. I'm directing Gaslight Kids Drama Camp. Check us out on Community Talk.